Guys, so welcome back to Uzimi. This is a video after so long. So actually the previous R15 version 3 is sold now, and I was planning to buy some other bike. I went through a lot of options. There were options like Speed 400, X440, and I don't know, maybe like RR310, a lot of 300cc options there. But those were all like, yeah, I could get many other bikes in 300cc or 400cc segment by just spending a little bit more, like 40-50k extra money. But the fact is, when you are studying and you need a mix of everything. So there, this bikes comes into play. Earlier I used to get like a really good mileage, and this bike does not disappoint you. It also provides you really good mileage, like anywhere. I'm getting close to 45 to 50 right now. It's just like 5-6 days old, and it's already giving me that kind of mileage. And if I need to say something about the engine, it is more refined than earlier. The exhaust note after 7000 rpm is a little different. It's even more smooth now, and the shifts are really smooth. And about the design, you can already check it out. This is the Monster Edition, and I find it personally really appealing to myself, because I used to be the fan of this MotoGP edition, which is now known as the Monster Edition. And the major differences here you already know, but still let me show you. The beautiful DRLs, projector LED. The visibility is little improved now at night. At least the low beam is good, and if you put it on high beam and you're riding fast, then it's useless, because the high beam just goes above the road condition. You won't really notice much. But if you are riding at like 30 to 40 speed, then the high beam also creates a lot of difference. And other than that, the suspensions are really better now. You get this KYB USD forks, which when you brake, or even when you put your bike on small potholes, then it really manages it well. Unlike the earlier ones which I used to own, version 3, it used to make a lot of noise and it was really stiff. But this one is like in the middle of stiffness and smoothness. It will give you the perfect feel. And regarding the rear suspension, it is also smoother now. It have got a lot of play, unlike the earlier versions, which just didn't budge at all. No matter what, this does a little play. And the shifter is almost the same, only it gets this quick shifter added now, which really makes the upshifts easy, and it's seamless. You can just upshift as soon as the QS option appears on the display. You just shift it up. You need to push just a little bit and it shifts very smoothly. So upshifting is not a problem anymore, and it is also smoother than the earlier versions. And other than that, I think the rear section the rear section of the bike is a little bit higher than before, I guess, because whoever sits on the rear, he has only one thing to say, that it is a little higher than version 3. So they get kind of uncomfortable getting up and down. It is to be expected, because I don't really think this bike is made to carry pillions. So you will have to manage that. And about the brakes, I think the braking performance on this bike is improved, because I don't know, they are the same calipers and same disc, but when I brake, I find this bike to provide a little more bite than it used to give in version 3. So in my point of view, the braking has improved a little bit. Other than that, the indicators are all LED now. It comes stock for the M series, and they are really good and very visible during night, and I think it looks better than those halogen ones. So I'm really confused whether I should put the tail tidy on or I should keep the stock fender. You guys comment down, what should I do? This mudguard is definitely going to be removed, and that's about it. These are the minor changes, and other than that, the looks of the bike, I really like it. I don't know about you guys, just tell me. And one thing actually I was really interested in buying the full glossy black R15 V4, but since it is discontinued in India, this is the closest thing to that. So what you can do is, after 1 or 1.5 year, when the it gets a little older, and if you are bored of this graphics, you can just remove them, and this bike will literally become the replica of what we used to get as an option, that is the glossy black or metallic black, whatever you would like to call it. You can get that, fully plain metallic black. That will even give the new look to the bike. These are the minor changes, and other than that, you get this hazard switch inbuilt. There's a few switches to toggle the display, and this indicator button is really smooth now. Earlier it used to be a little clunky, but it's very good now. And that's the meter. You turn it on, it's all digital. I know it's not such a big change from the earlier one, or you won't really require it, but it just adds a little bit of premiumness to the bike. That's all. It just shows you, like, when you press the down button, odo, trip 1, trip 2, and if you press the up button, you can go current, fuel efficiency, average speed, battery voltage, coolant temperature, and that's about it. This is slap mode, this is the stock mode, and if you press the select button for 3 seconds, it will put you into the menu. You can turn the TCS option on or off. So when you hit the menu, you can see these options. You can turn the TCS on or off, but no matter how many times you turn it off, when you restart the bike, it is going to get on by default. System settings, all about time and stuff. Shift indicator, you can change the shift light to whichever RPM you want it to start blinking, and other than that, you also get to choose a wallpaper and everything, for which I really like the standard one. The rest too, I don't really like them, so leave it to that. Display color, you can do auto or all time black. I put it on auto. And brightness, I don't know, for night time it's really good, and if there is not a lot of sunlight, but on sunlight, even the max brightness, according to me, is not enough. Like, you will see the stuff, but it is not very visible. So that's about the display, and that's this small review I had about the R15M Monster Edition. I hope you liked it, and if you need any other details about the bike, comment it below, and also recommend me what kind of mods you'd like to see on the bike. Rest, we'll see you next time. If we go somewhere, let's meet on some travel blog. Thank you. To add is the seats in the M version, they are softer than earlier. Like, I don't know the padding or the quality of the seat, whatever, but the rear seat is, I think, even the front and rear both are, they are very cushiony. They are cushiony than before. When you sit here, it's not as hard as they used to feel earlier. In fact, they are a little soft to sit on, I would say. So it won't really hurt your butts like it used to hurt earlier. And regarding the Yamaha M Connect, I will make a separate video on that app later on. There's not a lot to show, but still a few things that might be helpful to you. I'll make a separate video out of that.